the government. So the project is all about.
This meeting is being recorded.
The project is all about integrated temple management system. The brief I'll just run through. The objectives of the project is we wanted to go for a comprehensive web portal for the department as well as temples. Here we have two components in the project. One, we have a government department, starting from the government, the commissioner, the joint commissioner, the vertical government system, and also the temples in parallel. So we wanted to integrate and have a common portal for the department as well as the temples. The second objective is that we wanted to introduce more online services to the devotees and going for a online payment systems also in temples. The third agenda for the objectives for the ITMS is temple administration. It's almost, we have 44,000 plus temples. In the coming slides, I will show more details. So we want to have a system which takes care of the monitoring of the administration at state level and also regional level. We have 20 regions in the state. Then ultimately the final goal is to have a more transparency in the department as well as temple administration. A lot of information is being uploaded on the website and devotees, public are accessing it from any part of the world. And they're given more information about temple information, what are the puja timings, what are the opening timing, closing timings, what services are available through online, what they can access only through counter. All the information we are providing in the portal. And some of the initiatives we have taken up is we have gone for a customizable CMS system. The content management system is not centralized here because each temple is a different entity. They are having an independent board of trustees and temple authorities are independent for each temple. So we have given an option for the temples to upload the contents of their own choice. They have to validate the content, verify the content and upload it. Once the content is uploaded from temple side, the system enables it for viewing by any public across the world. The information dissemination happens from the temples to directly to the devotees. Similarly, the services also can be configured by the temple authorities. Some services are available only in the counter. The temple counters, physically devotee has to go there and avail services. Some of them are given in counter as well as in online mode. And we have massively deployed point of sale devices for operating the debit card, credit card, and UPI payments also have been launched. In the coming slides, I'll show in more details. Then we have a unique department having huge land assets. The temples are endowed with the huge properties, having more than 5.5 lakh acres of land in the temple. The temples having in Tamil Nadu. And we have taken massive effort, and every land parcel in the state, the temple owns land parcels, have been codified. They will be given independent code for all the landed property so that we can able to monitor whether the property is giving any income or not. The properties have been endowed by the donors, erstwhile rulers, human kings, but the temple has to make any income from the property so temple can sustain its operations. But unfortunately, many properties not auctioned in a periodical way, not taken for a lease, the lease not renewed. We had several issues faced. But this system is very useful to us, and every property is given a code. So we can able to take out a MIS report in a particular situation, in a particular cutoff date, how many properties are fetching income, how many not fetching income, the report available at state level as well as regional level. So the office is able to target, which are all not auctioned for many years. They are coming out for the first time auction over 3-4 decades. Very useful system has been completely launched. Another thing we have done, we have more than 44,000 plus temples, ranging from bigger temples having 50 acres of land to a single pillar. Even a small temporary mound also known as a temple in Tamil Nadu. So every location we wanted to completely map. So we created a mobile application which will enable the temple authorities to capture the geo coordinates. We have formed multiple teams. We took almost 8 weeks time. Every temple has been inspected physically by the field officers, and we have taken the geo coordinates. Those geo coordinates have been onboarded into the ITMS system. Now every temple has been given a code. The code has been linked with the geotag. Geotagging has been completed. So we wanted to ensure physically the temple is existing or not. Sometime during this exercise, we have found many temples we could not even find on the ground. They have been removed long back by we have a highways widening project or some local flooding issue. Some issues happened. The small temples have been removed off also. Now we are able to identify those temples and give them alternate locations also. We are trying to rebuild them as per the village's wishes also. Again, the important point is it's a platform agnostic. There is no vendor lock. The software done by NIC, it's a Government of India agency. It's completely open source only. They have done it. So there is no issue with the vendors also. And mobile application also has been developed and we have launched it through the Android POS devices. Then temples, we are trying to bring them digital space and making them, initially, they used to be offering tickets only in a manual way. They used to have some kind of Android devices which are not web enabled. They have some localized devices. So we don't know any transaction detail at state level, or how many tickets are being issued, how many darshans are happening, whether the accounting properly or not. All the tickets issued have been reconciled. Those issues we faced when we had a decentralized model. Now they all brought into web-enabled software. Any ticket is punched in the temple, immediately server has a record of it. So we will be able to come to know, as like any other marketing system, we can also completely monitor the whole transactions happening in temples. Then we have a religious services being offered. Prasadam delivery system is also launched with the postal department. Any devotee can book it in online. The prasadam will be delivered through postal department to the address of the devotee. Similarly, Annadanam schemes also supplies. The entire supply happening to Annadanam schemes also is completely monitored. Temple land updating, the continuously temple lands being updated with the exercise of this DGPS rovers we have been using. Lot of new land parcels belonging to temples also identified. Those data are also completely fed into system. It's a continuous work is continuously happening. So this sample photograph I have shown here. This is a POS device. We have taken the high income temples. We have even 44,000 temples, but we have 600 plus temples, only high income temples, where we have a more number of footfalls on a daily basis or on a weekend basis. So those temples we are given target first. Out of the 603 temples, initially we have taken 486 temples and we have given them the devices. Almost 1,620 devices have been given. It has been supplied by the State Bank of India. And we have done the coding, everything through NIC. The software has been loaded into this POS machines. It has been enabled for credit card, debit card, Bharat Pay, Google Pay, everything has been enabled. The young population now coming in temple, they are more into these kind of transactions. So with these devices, we have done transaction almost touching to nearly 2 crores. More than 35 crores amount has been collected and gone to the temple bank accounts. The impact of the software I can briefly explain here. We have 43,000 plus temples. But sorry, I think I skipped one more slide.
This meeting is being recorded.
So these temples now given a common web portal. So we will be able to have some kind of centralized control system, whether how many temples are given the data, how many temples are yet to give data, all those monitoring is now possible. And people also depend, even some code directions are come saying that the government only should maintain all temple websites. Many devotees are being lured, many devotees are being given a wrong guidance, wrong direction by the local people. They create the website of temple look like our website names. So people are getting confused. So the government wanted to say all the website, the domain name should be made visible to the public. It must be in a government site. Similarly, 300 plus services also we enabled, like the prasadam booking, the chariot running, abhishekam booking, aradhana booking, whatever the services temples are offering, everything has been completely configured. Is it fine now? Yeah.
This meeting is being recorded.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yeah, sorry. So far this online system we could able to fetch an income of almost 500 crores. It must be happening regularly also. But now the system has enabled the commissioner and enabled the state government to know that what is the number of tickets being issued, what is the actual income the temples are getting. So even the audit department, the wing of the commissionerate is also interlinked. So they are also going for a frequent checks of the system, and whatever the money is collected has gone to the bank, deposit happened or not, the reconciliation is also becoming online. They take out the report from ITMS, the audit people take a report for a particular day or a particular range of dates. They immediately cross verify with the bank account. The exact money has been transmitted into the bank account or not. These things have become very easy for us nowadays. Similarly, we have almost 3 lakh landed property. I explained in the previous slides also, matching to 5.5 lakh acres of land. And we have a system called Tamil Nilam. There's another software state government has, which is having complete database of the state government, the entire state lands. Even it's a patta land, private land, government land, everything the department has a complete database. So they are the guardian for the land database. Here, these two softwares also have an integration completed. The ITMS software and Tamilam software are talking together. The property information currently I'm having in my portal is verified with Tamilam portal, and wherever we are finding complete records are matching, we are flagging it as a fully matched property. And wherever the properties are not matching, extent mismatch may come, village mismatch may come, the ownership issue will come, that we are marking as the partially matched property. By way of this flagging, the fully matched property means we are saved. We are actually comfortable. The property lies in the name of the deity. The
Sir, are you there? Kumar sir, you can just unmute yourself. Yes, sir, you can start, sir. And I request you to please conclude
some issue
also.
from my side. I think some issue from my side.
Yes, sir. Sir, you have like another 1 minute, na?
So this counters
This
also.
meeting is being recorded.
These counters also enables the tenants to make the payments in the counters, and the receipts are being given through system. Here also the receipts are being QR coded and everything is recorded. The tenancy payment also we could able to make a review, and we can able to push where the money is not being collected. The temples are given a flag in the software itself. How many tenants have made the payment? How many yet to make the payment? Please have a drive conducted. So they contact the people, they contact the tenants, they contact the lessees and make the payment collected. Then we have completely mapped all the idols and icons. We have 3.5 lakh idols and icons in the temples. The photographs of all the 4 sites have been taken and all completely stored in the software. It has been done mainly for the purpose. We are finding that some of the idols have been stolen long back. The authorities of police are retrieving them back. When they ask us to compare the images we wanted to compare, so all the existing idols and icons, the images have been completely taken on all the 4 sites and they have been stored in the portal. So any verification requests come from the police, we immediately verify them and we can give a reply to them. It belongs to so and so temple. Then restoration happens, the deity idols come back to the temple. Then geocoordinates point, already I covered these points. Then we are actually another important thing we have taken up using this project is that we have taken up DGPS, digital rovers have been taken, satellite connected rovers,
So
and we have
please conclude.
yeah. We have taken this survey and all the temple lands have been completely mapped. And document also we are scanning and storing them in completely in ITMS portal. So people, department can access them. Just a glance of transaction, same thing already covered. 500 crores income and 8 lakh tickets have been issued. This is a way forward. Just a few seconds I'll take. The expense module, the remaining modules, we are trying to take them also on board. And another 2-3 months time, we'll complete these modules. It's a way forward only. We wanted to add everything in the ITMS portal. Thank you. Thank you. I've taken much of time. Sorry for taking excess time. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for
Yeah.
covering this presentation in a short time. But
Thank you. Thank you.
have you made any assessment? What was the collection of donations earlier and how it stands now?
And that we are already in the process of doing the comparison. There is an increase of revenue also we could find out, but exactly I could not show in the slide. Because of the more accounting happens and more number of transactions are also getting registered. And the post COVID also we have more number of footfalls coming. There's an income of temple income is increasing, but exactly assessment we are making now.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, what is the objective of government to be involved in this activity?
No, here we wanted to only, technically speaking, each temple is a different entity per se. They don't operate on a joint basis. But temples not having the wherewithal to take up the IT projects. Each temple, if individually, locally they do, they can't upscale to bigger level. So we are only giving a platform. We are giving an opportunity for them to onboard the platform. It's common to all the temple. We're only asking them to use this platform and go towards more digital. So we only helping them to onboard into the system.
So why the government is in this business? Government has nothing to do with this temple operations and their income.
No, that's a different question, not for this project. That's a different issue. This is an act-based department. There's an act we have to be like a guardian for temples. I think it's not linked to this project. That question.
No, I'm not clear on this because you have applied for a SKOCH award.
Okay.
So in that perspective, I'm asking you, you have taken up, the government has taken up this project, and what is...
The government has taken up the project for the interest of temples only. The government has taken up the project means we are the guardian of the temples. Even though the temples independently operate, we want to provide them the facility so they also become digital. That's the only reason. Ultimately, each and every temple account is independently mapped. There is now government is not having any income from this project. Government only helping temples.
So
The temple accounts are individually mapped.
What is the benefit to the common man?
Common man, we are giving the benefit that we are only giving an authorized transactions are being given. The whatever money temple is collecting is accounted for in the temple accounts. There is no siphoning of income. The common man can very well book the services in the online and they can go for a darshan. As of now, the online transaction is only 30% happening. We want to promote more. So you can plan your journey. When you want to go to temple, you can book your room in advance.
I got that, sir.
Yeah.
Who has authorized government to do this activity? Under what law?
This HRNC, we have a separate act, 1959 Act. There is a provision called TN HRNC Act.
Okay.
1959. You want hard copy, we can share with you.
No, I just want to understand it.
Yeah.
So the act empowers you to do this activity.
Yes. Commissioner is the corporate soul as per the act. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.